So last Friday night, my neighbor Steve texted me out of the blue, "Hey man, DIY sushi night at my place. 7 p.m. Bring your appetite and chopstick skills." Now, I'll admit I don't really know Steve that well. He's the kind of guy who mows his lawn in Crocs and once tried to start a neighborhood jazzercise club, but who says no to free sushi. My wife was intrigued, too, mostly because last time Steve invited us over, we watched him attempt to grill tofu with a hairdryer. I show up right on time, greeted by Steve wearing a headband with little cartoon fishes on it and what I can only assume is a bathrobe he's calling a kimono. The table is set with paper plates, disposable chopsticks, and a single soy sauce packet per person. My excitement fades just a little when I notice there's no sign of raw fish, seaweed, or, sushi rice. Instead, there's a six-pack of generic rice cakes and a crate of canned tuna stacked like a Jenga tower. Steve grins, hands me a can opener, and says, "Prepare to have your mind blown by deconstructionist cuisine." At this point, my wife is texting me from under the table, asking if we should just order pizza. But Steve is committed. He starts explaining his vision, which involves us assembling our own sushi by scooping tuna straight from the can onto a rice cake and then, for an extra kick, dabbing on some ketchup wasabi. He insists on calling it nigiri nouveau. Steve's girlfriend joins in, apparently used to this madness, and starts rating our creations on avant-garde flavor profiles. One neighbor tries to roll his rice cake like a maki and it immediately explodes onto the floor, which Steve declares as part of the performance art. Meanwhile, Steve's cat is eating more tuna than anyone else. By the end of the night, my stomach is full of rice cakes, my soul is full of regret, and Steve is already planning a DIY ramen night featuring instant noodles and tap water. As I was leaving, he handed me a fortune cookie that just said, "You will soon discover you're actually gluten intolerant." At this point, I realized, the only thing getting rolled tonight was my appetite.